And it's been sort of in the cultural zeitgeist enough that the general public is at least vaguely aware of this concept of an emotional support animal, and that it means that you can fly with your animal for free on an airplane where they can ride with you, and that you can probably take your animal for free into a housing situation, even one that normally doesn't allow pets or that would charge pet rent. So therapists are getting inundated with these requests. And I've had a few myself where clients come in and they say, I have a mental health issue, I have a diagnosis, whatever that diagnosis happens to be. I would really like to have my animal with me on a flight, in housing, whatever. Now this is both legally and practically different from a service animal. And I want to make sure that line is clear. A service animal is trained and certified and can go with people anywhere in response to a disability. So the kinds of service dogs that you might see with people who have vision impairments, for example, that's not the same thing as what we're talking about here. The legal recognition for emotional support animals is pretty well limited to those two situations, flights and housing. And an emotional support animal does not need any kind of certification or any kind of training. So every once in a while you'll see these cutesy stories on TV news about somebody brought their emotional support turkey onto a plane, or their emotional support pig, or their emotional support miniature horse, or whatever else. There are very few rules around ESAs. And so, again, clients are picking up on this. They're asking therapists pretty regularly, can you write this letter for me? And it brings us back to this same question, to whom are you responsible? Because if your aim as a therapist is to make your client happy, you are serving them as an individual, then if they ask, probably say yes. They asked you for a specific reason, it's a thing they want, it's going to have a demonstrable benefit for them in terms of being able to travel or being in a housing situation that they normally couldn't bring their pet into. So, sure, why not? Write the letter. In terms of benefit to the larger community, that's where things get really interesting. And I think particularly about planes, although you could apply this to housing situations as well. If somebody has an emotional support pit bull, then they bring that dog onto an airplane with people who have phobias, with people who have allergies, with people who just for whatever reason don't want to share space on an airplane with a large or fear-invoking dog. Are you putting the comfort and convenience of your client above the comfort, convenience, and potentially safety of everybody else on that plane? Question: to whom are you responsible? Who do you serve? If you see that question as being limited to your client, the people who are paying you money for your help, by all means, write ESA letters to anybody who asks. If you think of things more broadly, if you think that you have a function of helping your client to coexist within a community, or you feel some responsibility to that larger community, then maybe don't. Maybe don't write that letter.